Hey guys, Inferno here. Welcome to my advanced tips for Diamond rank and above. Here I'll be going over some advanced tips and playstyles that are heavily used in Diamond and Crystal rank team plays. Now, none of these tips are going to be quite simple, but they'll give you an idea about what things you might need to work on. With that out of the way, let's get started. Tip number 1, anticipate your enemy's limit break. Let's start with an example. Here, I anticipate the enemy Dark Knight's limit break and use guard. Moments later, he uses his limit break and I take no damage. And that was not a coincidence. I did it here again. Right before he uses his limit break, I guarded. Countering enemy limit breaks is the key to victory, so things like guarding against Dark Knight and Samurai limit breaks or staying loosely spread during Red Mage or Dragoon limit breaks can minimize a lot of damage that your team might take. Of course, understanding the opponent's behavior will take practice, but you will get better at it with experience. Tip number 2, bait attacks. Let's start with an example. The enemy Gunbreaker here gap closes and baits heavy hitting attacks from me and our Samurai. This is useful in saving your team from the hassle of dealing with raid-wide stuns that a warrior might do. Baiting attacks can also throw off any plans that the opponents might have, as they are pretty much forced to focus on you for the next few moments. Now, this is a risky maneuver, so do not attempt it if you think you can't escape to safety when your guard wears off. Tip number 3, communicate. Let's lead with an example. Here my team and I are communicating and targeting players to eliminate. We first take out the Machinist, then the White Mage, and then the Warrior. Now of course things won't always go this smoothly, but communicating with your team lets you be more aggressive. And your opponents will definitely feel the pressure when they're losing half of their members one by one. Tip number 4, know when to retreat. This is very situational. When you're low on HP or MP, you should try and retreat to use your potion. You're more useful to the team alive than dead. And then when your whole team is dying, you might also want to retreat, but that too is situational. Because retreating means giving up the crystal to the enemy team, and that might not be the best thing to do. So if your teammates are good, you're better off sacrificing yourself until your teammates arrive. Guard is really useful in this case, and in the end, when you want to retreat is a decision you must make wisely. Tip number 5, use the maps to your advantage. Use the maps. All maps come with their unique mechanics. Here I use my limit break right before the tornado sends us flying. As a result, they can't use their guard and I can kill the enemies using the fall damage. Like this, you can also stun your enemies to make them take damage from map mechanics. Using the map to your advantage can create openings. So yeah, try to use the map to your advantage. And now, bonus tip, make better decisions. I know, this tip just sounds weird. Let's lead with an example. I'm a warrior, and it's better if I use my primal rend to stun a number of enemies together instead of just one enemy. Small decisions like this can really create openings that your team needs. Don't waste your limit break, make it count, and support your team with the crystal. Bonus tip 2, and this is the last one. Do everything it takes to prevent enemies from pushing the crystal. This one's obvious. Don't let them reach that 50% checkpoint. Keep them busy, pray your teammates are good, and take them out. That's it for this video. Thank you for checking it out and I hope it helps you in some way. And if you like Final Fantasy content, then do consider subscribing and I'll see you in the next video.